Then, now, forever. Together.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT No Mercy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds,
The Breakout Tournament Finals on the men's side of things kicks us off, and Trick Williams asked, this is supposed to be a full next class tournament, that Trick Williams asked for this opportunity from Shawn Michaels, and now here he is in the finals, one step away from a championship opportunity. I'd rather them not have any chance, this is a gripe about the game now, than whatever generic stuff they're saying in the background. It just sounds, they're not saying anything. And a member of the next class that is in this final.
and his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds.
Obafemi emerges in the final. Maybe the best of the male side of the new class. Excuse me, the next class. And for the next class, this is probably the biggest crowd they've been in front of. So how will they react to this? Trick Willie, Obafemi. Here we go. We lock up. Both guys are bigger guys. And in the power, and Trick quickly his feet, a chop. And Obafemi again, displaying his power. Great way to jumpstart your career in WWE and NXT, winning Breakout. I think 100% of the Breakout winners have gone on to be champions. Yeah. The first Breakout Tournament winner, Swerve, Isaiah Swerve Scott, went on to become North American champion. Trick put on a knee to the back. The Breakout Battle Royale. Tiffany Stratton went on to become NXT Women's Champion. Trick to the second rope, driving an elbow in the over. And cover. Two athletes, collegiate athletes, track and field, like a shot put thrower. Over Femi. There we go. We got a hockey fight. And Trick emerges with a hockey fight, hits a big spinning kick. Rebounding off the cover, and Trick Williams stuns over Femi.
Here is your winner.
Breakout Tournament win. And Trick will get a championship opportunity in NXT. Welcome back to No Mercy, presented by NXT. Our first championship match.
And is for the NXT North American Championship.
Ridge Holland has made a huge impact. In his couple matches, he has established a presence. So much that he's gotten this opportunity at the North American Championship. A lot of people have been waiting in the wings, waiting for the Breakout Tournament to come to an end. It's been taking up most of the NXT events, such as this man, Wesley. The NXT North American Champion. And now that the Breakout Tournaments are coming to an end, the new class, see, I have a hard time with it. New class is the 2K24 newcomers. The next class is the current newcomers. The new class establishment gets the opportunity to finally be back involved in the NXT events, as they've taken kind of a back seat to showcase the next class.
Introducing the challenger from England, weighing in at 253 pounds, Ridge Holland.
Ridge Holland, one of those next class members.
Weighing in
I did it again.
183 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, Wes
Lee. A representative of the new class. May now call them the establishment of the next class, Ridge Holland. West comes out swinging. And Holland is shown to be very powerful in that ring. Ruthless in that ring. Again. And again, about Ridge Holland's Suplex City. Working the arm, Wes. Continuing to work it. Arm drag. Into a cross line. Wes Lee. Meteor from the top rope. Ridge able to escape. And again, more suplex city. Overhead belly, the belly suplexes. But Holland, West quickly up to his feet. Oh, is that a tornado DDT into like a small package or an inside cradle? Again, the referee getting involved. And how many times do we see the officials? I think West immediately tried to hop on that before Ridge is able to recover. The referee getting in between them. The athleticism of Wes Lee. Can he make that? He could not. Spanish fly. And Ridge gets the shoulder up. Excuse me, I call that a Spanish fly. It's the Canadian destroyer. Or what am I thinking about? West. Rich just popped to his feet there. Again, West with that meteor. Will that keep Ridge down for this feat of athleticism? Wesley defends his NA championship.
Here is your winner, and still
Successfully.
NXT North American Champion, Wesley.
Welcome back, Wesley. And a successful North American defense. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the NXT Women's Championship on the line. The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, takes on the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace. Again, Roxanne was pinned by Jordan this past week on NXT. Can she find a way to beat Grace tonight? That is going to be a tall task. We find out next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
It's not over until I
Well, we saw Ridge Holland skip the line. Did not compete in the next class Breakout Tournament. And so did this lady, Jordan Grace. Right here, right now, earning a women's championship match in just a few matches as a part of NXT. And here comes the champion. What happened to the sweet, young prodigy that was just entering as a member of the new class? She has come back this season with a little bit more arrogance and cockiness since winning that championship. It's going to take all of that confidence to take down the Juggernaut. Jordan Chance from the universe.
Introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, Jordan Grace. And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne. Find a way to take down a juggernaut. Jordynne Grace be the first next class champion. Grace immediately you don't want her using that power. These clubbing blows back and forth. Roxanne may already be in trouble. And Roxanne, shades of Christian there, but she immediately gets caught there. And oh my God, the power. Roxanne has been trained at such a young age in this business. And Roxanne with the moonsault. And now Roxy going for the cover. Getting a 1 count there. Yeah, and Tiffany Stratton took it to Roxanne in their championship match. All right, Tiffany Stratton, a fitness athlete. Locking in. Lopez press. Roxanne knows the time is now. Cover. Sat out Impaler DDT on Grace, and Grace kicks out of that. Roxanne is taking control. Some big moves here, but here comes the dropping Roxy. That came out of nowhere. Roxanne's in trouble. Jordynne is ready. Cross face by Roxanne. Cross face by Roxanne, and she taps Jordynne. Grace.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne.
Did Roxanne find a weakness in Jordynne's game that she exploited there? Jordynne tapping out to the prodigy. And still your NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. We get set for more championship competition here on NXT. The new class is giving the next class a rude awakening so far. But these guys may be new to NXT, but they're no rookies. The Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, names that you've heard around. The wrestling business for a long time. And the D'Angelo family. Making their way out. Stacks, Tony D. Tony been the Don of the family. So far tonight, the NXT establishment has been mostly in control of the night. Even in the men's breakout tournament, Trick Williams.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
I'll hold that thought.
The NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. And their opponents at a combined weight of 472 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the family.
The family, the D'Angelo family, handing over the tag team championships. As we get things kicked off here, as I was saying earlier, even Trick Williams, who's the only person in the breakout tournament, Tony D's trying to end this early. They're not going to allow me to get this thought out. The only member of the new class that was involved in the breakout tournament won it. So the next class is basically winless here tonight. Now we know the women's breakout finals coming in this. That's all next class. Our championship match is NXT kind of OG versus new class. So yeah, the next class, only shining light of the night will either be Laura Valkyria or Julia. And they are so good as a team, and they are still going. Is this more than a 5 count? Tag. That's a full double team right there. Completely, and Tony D rolls around and makes the tag, the stacks. The stacks, springboard. Really taking up the stacks, the underling to the Don. And Stacks is getting it taken to him by Alex Shelley. The tag team champions are in trouble. At the hands of the Motor City Machine Guns. Another more tandem offense. And now they're probably going to play the isolation game because they got Stacks hurt. Takes a shot at Tony D. And now, punching away at Stacks. Did he get his knees up on that suplex to catch the back of his head? Lorenzo. And this has been all Motor City Machine Guns since Stacks got in. Stacks got a little bit of offense there, but he needs a tag. They're going to go back to beating him up. Just the way they did Tony D. Cover. And somehow Stacks finds a way. Stacks with an opportunity needs to get to Tony D. Tag made to Tony D'Angelo, and here we go. The family. Even though this isn't a next class team, the Motor City Machine Guns tag made back to Stacks. And immediately they take over as soon as Stacks gets into the ring. The old Hanzo Black Ninja finisher there. Back in WCW versus NWO World Tour. Or Revenge. The Stacks. Smartly making the tag. And Tony D may try to isolate Shelley, but again, free. And these are veterans. Tandem super kicks. And now here is Chris Sabin with a very unique Falcon Arrow looking maneuver. DDT'd. You're seeing veterans here. Experience by the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, NXT is known for developing talent for Raw and SmackDown. But every now and then you get a established act here. D'Angelo not allowing. That's a crucifix by Sabin. Tag made back to Alex Shelley. Now Tony D may need to tag. It's been a Motor City Machine Gun. Has been in control of this thing for most of the match. Rolling to the outside again, veteran move. Tony D getting a hold of Shelley. Shelley powering his way back in, but he's still focused. And Tony D tackled there. And wait, Shelley's playing possum. Tag made back to Chris Sabin. And Sabin misses the elbow. But still up before Tony D. D'Angelo to his feet. Belly to belly. Just tossing him down. Another belly to belly. And another. And a fourth one. And this one, he goes for the cover on and doesn't even get a 1 count. Tony D. Why is Tony D letting this happen? Tony D is letting this happen. He sat there and watched him crawl to his teammate, Alex Shelley. Don't know what Tony D was thinking there. Hurricane going for the cover. And this match continues. What is it going to take to take down Tony D'Angelo? And he ricochets off the referee. And Shelley using it to his advantage. And neck breaker across body cover, broken up by Channing. Stacks. Runs right into it. And again, Tony D allowed this. And whipping them back into their corner. And they're going to do it again. Tag to Shelly. Cross body cover. And we have new NXT Tag Team Champions, the Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns, the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Some new faces coming up victorious here tonight. The Breakout Tournament officially ends after this matchup. We have our men's champion, Trick Williams, and now our women's final between Laura Valkyria versus Julia. Who will win Breakout and get the championship opportunity? This matchup is next. The Breakout Women's Final. Laura Valkyria coming off a blockbuster match.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria
versus Stephanie Vaquer in the semi-final matchup. May have been the match of the year so far on NXT. This past episode. And they say Julia did not have to work as hard versus Sol Ruka. So will that play a role in this matchup?
Then her opponent from Tokyo, Japan,
Julia bringing the beautiful madness to No Mercy. This match may be the one bright spot for the next class tonight. Because we know for sure at least one member of the next class will win this matchup. Julia chants. Man, the women's breakout tournament, you gotta say, has been probably more competitive, more entertaining for the most part than the men's tournament. We're probably seeing some really big future stars here in the women's division. Because if you ask me, the women have been ahead. Valkyria working the arm. Into an arm drag. And Julia may lock up again. Lara overpowering Julia. Julia back with the Irish whip. And a straight, just sweeping punch. But Julia does a slap across the chest. Another. Valkyria to the top. Moonsault. From the second rope, a 2 count. Julia chopping. Now, breaking that leg on the middle rope. That knee being wrenched across it. As Julia now mounts some offense. Julia from the top, a standing drop kick from the ring to the outside on the top. And Julia's taking full control now of Lara. Valkyria trying to turn this match around. Snap suplex into a cover. Julia able to shoulder out of that. Lara now mounting that comeback after Julia had taken control on the outside after that big drop kick from the top rope. And another Julia, maybe a stake Julia getting back to her feet here. Big body scooping slam, hooking the leg here, fisherman suplex. Julia's going up to the top again. She's going to the well too many times. Lands on her feet, though, misses. completely there. Get this back in the ring. We don't want it. You don't want it to end this way. This hard-fought tournament. Valkyria takes it back into the ring. And Lara, spinning wheel kick. That'd be enough to take Julia out. Julia gets the shoulder up. And Julia going for a quick cover. What is Lara made of? Oh, what a DDT. And then Julia. Dropping her on her arm there. Lara catching the leg. Down and out. Julia is finished. Lara Valkyria is the breakout champion, but here comes the NXT Women's Champion, not even letting Valkyria enjoy her moment. Is this the future? Roxanne coming in. Coming up next is our main event. Returning star of NXT. Came out of nowhere to win a #1 contenders match. Shawn Spears, formerly Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10. He's in a different mindset. He takes on the Mad Dragon, the NXT champion, Ilya Dragunov. Next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship.
Truth will ultimately prevail, but there's pain bringing it to light.
What happened to Shawn Spears? That has made him this dark. I mean, this is a complete flipping of a superstar we used to know here on NXT. But is this what gives him the killer instinct to be in this situation? To be an NXT champion? Here comes our champion. Ilya, you see, conducting his symphony. Ilya Dragunov, if you haven't seen him, he is just a fighter. Rugged as they come, as physical as they come. Got this opportunity when Solo vacated the title. And Ilya, the opportunist, seized in the moment and was able to win the NXT Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Sean Spears. And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, the NXT Champion, Ilya Dragunov.
Here we go. Ilya represents the new class. Sean Spears is like the OG, a generation before the new class. Probably part of the group that helped establish the brand. European uppercut by Ilya Dragunov. And another. Yeah, Ilya likes to strike. There's a certain brutality to what Ilya brings to the table. Celebrates there a little bit too soon. Ilya getting to the outside. Oh, Ilya's ready for it. Spears, again, an opportunity he has been waiting on for a long time. But there's a cheap shot. After the referee asking for a break from Sean Spears. Spears trying to reestablish control of this matchup. Again, Dragunov. Trying to fight out of that corner, but Spears hanging him up. Call that hanging them out to dry on the clothesline. Not a wrestling clothesline, but an actual clothesline. Spears dominating the last minute or two. Over the top. Ilya trying to get the crowd. Trying to get the crowd going, the fans. Crossbody by Ilya, going for the cover. 1 count. Shawn Spears back to his feet. Power bomb. Huge power bomb by Ilya Dragunov. 2. And Spears gets the shoulder up. The Spears have anything left for the Mad Dragon. The Mad Dragon has been in control. And now Shawn Spears taking retying the turnbuckle. As we get into the yay boo punches. Drag it off. And Spears just jumped. I was back up to his feet. Shawn Spears with the set out spine buster. Wrenching away here. Spears again going for that corner turn pad. Nobody home. Ilya with the up again. Ilya again with the second one. Cover. No getting up from that. 2 straight elbows to the face of Shawn Spears. Ilya retains the NXT Championship. Ilya Dragunov, still the best in class.